You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter. And they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway in Caesars Superdome. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Penix. Hits his target, that's DJ Moore. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. On first down, here's Penix. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll go down here at the 16. Offense up to the line fast. Penix on first down. Connects with Slayton. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. And again, it's Penix. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Penix here from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. DJ Moore, the touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
And the Falcons get a fifth defensive back out there. Third down coming. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Shotgun now on third down. Hits his running back. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it. Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 13. Doesn't make the connection.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Third and long for him here. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Penix working from the gun. Moore's got it. He's still going at the 30. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice gain. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Neither side separating much so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He's thrown deep to the left side. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the shotgun, again to Swift. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
Okay, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Fourth down, here's Penix. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Working quickly here. Here's Swift on second down. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying for it with Penix. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now they send their back in motion right. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
It is caught left side. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from the Superdome. And it's the Saints looking at 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. This is complete to Olave. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's 2nd and 5. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's a throw. That's caught for the first. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing it again here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Trying again following the sack. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. And it's a dime look from the Falcons now. 3rd down coming. They'll throw it. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or 2 ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. They've got a man in motion. On 2nd and 7. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Here's a give straight up the middle. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. The Falcons take a timeout to their final 1. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right? Decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Running back sent in motion. They'll throw for the end zone. And oh, he got it. Interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
That's a very quick trigger, and the hurry throw was much tougher to complete. He may have rushed that one thinking the pressure was just about to get to him in the pocket.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
A loss of 6 yards. Brings up 3rd and 16.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Boy, this defensive crew is locked in, and that O-line's head, they are a-spinning. Back-to-back sacks has this offense on skates, and those blockers can't figure out where this rush is coming from next.
We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Falcons will have plenty of work to do on their next drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing for the pistol, Penix. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Chase Young bringing him down there. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd down, it's Penix. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Man in motion, headed right. On 1st down, here's Penix. He finds Slayton. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Working quickly here. Play action, here's Penix. It's into the hands of Mooney. How about 29 yards on first down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Ball at the 33 for first down. And again, it's Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That throw was looking for Kyle Pitts. And now they face second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Second and 10, Penix to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Saints get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to 1 possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Chris Olave with the touchdown. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Kate. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Connects with Slayton. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 35. 1st down, Falcons.
Swift gets it, going left. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Penix here from the gun. That's into the hands of Moore. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down. Here's Swift. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
From the shotgun, Penix. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. DJ Moore, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. He fields it from the 8. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's on the move.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 39. Setting up the running back screen. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Buys time, rolling right. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st. Hits his running back. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now. Getting out to his left. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up 3rd and 16.
Third and long for him here. Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, New Orleans. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. A lot hinging on this onside effort now. They need to get it back, score, and kick the point after to tie this up. And the Falcons cover up the kick.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Moore going in motion left. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. To give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 36. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. DJ Moore, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. They go right back to him. Another carry for the receiver. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Well, best of luck here. It's 4th and a considerable distance. Throwing now. And they get to him and hold him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons have likely locked up the win right there. Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
35, Saints 14.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Clock working against them here as they hurry to that line. Putting a receiver in motion. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. They're out now, ready to punt it. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. It's a fake from deep on their own half. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. It slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this will actively age a coach on the sidelines. Wrinkles and gray hair, all of it. All the planning, a great play, and careful execution led to that. And it was dropped to the turf.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And the defender comes away with it. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So it's 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Now at 4 seconds left, we've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. They send a man in motion. Another give to the wideout. Man, he has been busy. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they're able to run this winning streak to 3 as they have really caught fire recently. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from New Orleans.